Hey everyone, what's going on? I am Jay Sims, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are taking a look at our brand new Kenworth that we purchased at the end of the last episode, which was also the end of the Cruising Missouri event. Did a fair amount of upgrades to it, both in appearance and performance. So I'm really excited to try this truck out and see what she can do. But that's going to have to wait because SCS Software has different plans for our trucking adventure here in American Truck Simulator. They have just released the Iowa DLC. This hit a couple days ago, and I got it. And, well, you know what that means. With the Iowa DLC comes the Cruising Iowa event, which we are going to do right now. So we are going to have to get into our event truck, which is this Peterbilt right here. Oh, that's not the right one. This is the right one here. So we are going to get into this just like that. As you look at a Euro Truck Simulator. There we go. That's the paint job I got for the Cruising Missouri event, my first ever event in American Truck Simulator. So I'm using these for all of the special events that I do in the game. At some point, I am going to get into just regular trucking, trying to think of a decent story arc to come up with for that adventure, though. So, without further ado, let's get started here. Actually, before we do get started, a little bit of channel news here for Jay Sims. I am just about done with the first part of my zoo entrance, which will be the first episode of our build on Planet Zoo. Calling the zoo Corvino Zoo, named it after my 3 kids. Pretty excited to share that with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get at least the first 3 episodes recorded before I release the first one. So that, well, it takes me a while to record these episodes and do the build, so we'll get a good backlog of videos for Planet Zoo going. Also, I've been kind of having the urge to play the Hunter Call of the Wild recently, so I've been watching a bunch of videos on the Hunter Call of the Wild, which is going to be coming to the channel fairly soon. It's probably going to be my next fairly regular series that I do. I'm going to start a brand new hunter. They did release the Alberta ASCII Ridge DLC recently for that game. I think I bought that, plus a bunch of others. So we'll start a brand new hunter at some point in the very near future. But for right now, we have 12 cities in Iowa to visit. We have Burlington, Cedar Rapids, Council Bluffs, Davenport, Des Moines, Dubuque, Fort Dodge, Iowa City, Mason City, whatever that is, Sioux City, and Waterloo. There's a Waterloo, New York, right near me. So there's that. We do have to use the external contracts to link it with the World of Trucks thing to count for the event. You get a pretty cool paint job for the event itself. I actually kind of like it better than this deer, but we're gonna stick with this for my event truck here. So we are looking for something going from Jonesboro, which is where we are, that's our home base, to somewhere in Iowa that pays something decent, which is not this scaffolding. Let's do the price thing here. Let's see, that's not that good. That's a little better, but we don't have anything going into Iowa. Iowa is up through Missouri, so that's where we're going to go. Burlington would be the closest one, but any of these 4 I could start with. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and double up, just so we can get through the event quicker. I've got a fairly wide open window to do it in. This has to be done by sometime in September, so Kenworth trucks for 42 grand. It's not bad. Where's it going? Way up to the corner. 633 miles. That pays $42,000. Let's see if there's anything a little closer that doesn't pay ass here. I think we may be pulling some Kenworth trucks. Cedar Rapids, frozen food from Smithfield. It's about the same, I guess. You know what? Let's do this. Let's grab those Kenworths from Dubuque. Or from Jonesboro. It's right down the street, actually, from my terminal here. So this is going to be our first Cruising Iowa event. Or our first Cruising Iowa load going to Evergreen in Dubuque, Iowa. So I'm going to get my ass over there, get the load, and we are going to head out. I actually think there's a few things along the way we could stop and see, too. There we go. We got our trucks. It's listed as a heavy load. Whoops. Gonna take me a second to remember all the controls here. I do want to bump that up just a little bit. Oops. How do I do that? Oh, F5. Alright. There we go. Well, I guess that's about as good as it's going to get. Let's take a look at the map first, because I think we're going to be going past some stuff that I haven't had a chance to stop at up in the St. Louis area here. Yeah, there's a video here. We're going to go right past that, so we could check that out. Alright, that's looking good so far. We are going to have to stop for fuel at some point before we get there, I'm assuming, because I have half a tank. There's something right there I'm going to skip. We'll probably discover whatever that happens to be. That looks like it's on the wrong side of the road, but we could check it out if possible. And then we get up here to Dubuque, to Evergreen. And there's that way off in the middle of nowhere, so I guess we could probably go check that out too. We'll go past these two question marks and reveal what they are. So we've got options here that are available to us. Let's mark them on the map so I don't forget. I'm going to end up forgetting anyway and maybe driving right past them. That's 2. And then 3 I could probably remember. So, alright, so this is going to pay a pretty good amount. I was thinking about upgrading my engine in this truck, but we only have 10 grand, and I may have to put that into the fuel tank. Unless, of course, Bull makes me some money. Bull is my one employee that I have. Let's take a look here. Driver manager. Wasn't able to rename him, but Martin V is actually Bull. Right now he is on duty. What is he doing? He is taking corn from Tyson Foods in Jonesboro to Tyler, Cargill. So that should pay us a little bit. Hopefully we have enough to not run out of fuel along the way. So that's always a goal, not running out of fuel. Anyway, we are going to get on the road. We have 679 miles to go before we reach our destination here. This truck does okay with heavy loads. I wouldn't try pulling like a windmill turbine with it or a windmill blade. But I think for Kenworth trucks it's going to do just fine. We had some pretty heavy loads at the end of the Cruising Missouri event. And Whitetail KW did just fine. Hope everyone is doing good. I did take a little bit of time off from J Sims. Focus a little bit on my other channel, the Wargaming channel, J76NY. There's a link to that in the channel description here on Sims. If you want to check out some of my Wargaming adventures, feel free. Wouldn't mind having you over there as well. If you want to come along through the open road in American Truck Simulator, plus you wouldn't mind seeing me build a zoo, I've been working my ass off on that entrance, so hopefully it does okay. Hopefully you guys like it. If you like hunting, video game hunting that is, hit the subscribe down there. I'm trying to grow this channel. This channel has been growing very, very slowly, but that is okay. Great things can't be rushed, right? At least that's what I'm telling myself. But the more the merrier. So come along for the ride. Hit that subscribe. You want to help the channel grow, hit the like button too. That'll get some exposure. Leave a comment. All that. If you think it worthy of a good share, or you think there may be people that would enjoy my stuff, go ahead and share it. I don't mind. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining me. As always, a little bit about myself. I am a real truck driver in real life. Been driving for 12 years. Local guy now, so I stay close to home. I sleep in my own bed. I do not shower in gas stations. And I do not sleep in trucks. I did that. It got old. And I am not going to do it again. Before I sleep in a truck again, I will work at McDonald's. God's honest truth, guys. God's honest truth. I should set a goal here right off the bat. Like, Jay, you got to get through this without hitting things. You're not very good at doing that, but you got to try. I think I have a new message. My email envelope down there is yellow, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So, all right, Memphis. Looks like we are going. Have to get over. As far as the mods go, I have the realistic traffic, realistic companies installed. I think there was an update, so hopefully these mods are working alright. Wasn't even paying attention to some of the trucks that drove past me to see if our if we got Walmart trucks and that, or if it's the corny ATS trucks. Still haven't been able to bring myself to install the realistic truck physics. Whoops. I worry if I do that, I'll end up upside down quite a bit. I know in reality, if I drove my truck the way I drive this truck here, I try and keep it real, but sometimes it's just, it doesn't really work out. Like taking this curve here at 33 miles an hour, we would have been flipped for sure. Try and keep these episodes at a reasonable length. If I have to make some cuts here and there, I can do that. But I find that ATS is about the scenery. It's, you know, not so much driving down the road, although it is. It's about the scenery, and we got some new scenery to look at in Iowa. Hell, we got some new scenery to look at in Missouri, so we'll check that out along the way. Might as well. We're going right past it. It's not like I'm going to have to get off the highway and go into some town to see it. Just got to remember to keep my eye on my fuel gauge there. I don't think we're going to have to worry about fuel. I think maybe $1,500 goes in the tank. That should be good. Nothing says I have to fill the thing up. So, note to self, keep an eye on the dollar amount as we pump the fuel. What do we have here? Oh shit, but probably should have gotten over. Oh well. I didn't hit him. That's what counts. Now there's a Motel 6, so I'm assuming one of my mods is working alright. We're on Interstate 55. Heading north out of Arkansas. Through Missouri. There we are in Missouri. Fantastic. That was fast. If you guys happen to have any requests for or recommendations for mods I should be playing with, by all means let me know. I will check them out. I know there's a Google Maps GPS type of deal. You can get your phone up in the window and use that instead of this fake looking window pop up down here, but try not to get too crazy with it. Stay straight. There's a pilot. We could stop for fuel now, but I want to get some miles under my belt first. I don't think we make it the whole way on the half a tank that I had, but so the last event, Missouri, was the first event, the first time I used this truck. And we did about 4,000 miles maybe in that event. Wasn't bad, I guess. In game it was maybe a week in game. In real life it took me a while because I had other things going on. Try and balance my time and budget my time between the two channels, and sometimes it doesn't really work out very good. I am going to be taking a YouTube vacation from at least J76NY. Pretty soon here. Mostly because I need a break. I've been doing it pretty solid for the better part of 3 years or more. I kind of need a break from it. And my kid is in Little League and has got games on the weekend. So, already restricted time is restricted a little more, so I thought, why not take a break from 7.6. Continuing on here. 55 North St. Louis. Slightly overcast. What the hell? Is that the Google car? Did I just get passed by the Google car? I think I did. That's kind of cool. I never seen that before. Girardeau Regional Airport. I think this is the one with the fighter sitting out in front of it. Maybe. Oops, over there. Wrong side of the road. There it is. See it sitting over there? Try and take a look without crashing here. There it is. Yep. I'm going to start adding end cards at the end of the episodes to link to different stuff, like my own stuff. If you guys want to check stuff out like that, that would be a good way to do it. I just have to remember to actually put the end cards in there. Or you could just go to the ATS or whatever playlist, browse. That works too. Less work for me as I click away uploading videos to YouTube like a madman. Cape Girardeau, the birthplace of Mr. Rush Limbaugh, the late Rush Limbaugh. Where's my mirror flashing pink? That was weird. That bus just did. Just slammed down the brakes. Maybe I got a little too close to the white line. Speaking of mods, there's another mod, realistic traffic behavior. So I guess you get cut off more. They don't panic and slam on their brakes every time you get close to the line, like the base game AI does. It's a good way to make sure you can change your lanes. It's just kind of creep over and AI driver shits himself, slams on his brakes. Thinking we may have to stop here pretty soon for some diesel. Not really sure where the urge to play Hunter Call of the Wild came from. I've had it forever. It was one of the original series or games I played on my other channel. It just didn't go anywhere. But then back then, nothing really went anywhere. I figured it's better to focus on the wargaming, so it's kind of been sitting in my Steam library collecting dust. I kind of got the urge to play it. The more I watch, the more, like, some of the concepts of gameplay in that game are just insanely deep. Like, talking about herd management and stuff like that. You know, I knew there was certain levels of, like, the animals you can get, like, fabled and great one and rare and all that. I just didn't really know too much about it. I was just out there shooting stuff. Poorly shooting stuff too, and then getting pissed off because I had to drive around or walk around and find them. But I want to give it another crack and see how it does. That'd be kind of fun. Make a nice little series of it. "200 miles into our journey almost. Half tired, a little under halfway out of fuel. If you're new here, I do tend to stop and take pictures with the photo option quite frequently. I try and just cut out all the lens and all that, just show the pictures. I'm sure you'll see it. You'll know what I'm talking about by probably the end of this video. But I am definitely photo happy in this game here. Oops, holy shit. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Chicago, huh? You see that on the map over on the right? That is an underground facility. I think it's called Subtropics or Subtropico or some shit like that. Are working on Illinois, so not a surprise to see a sign for Chicago. So yeah, if you happen to hear the noise, that's me taking pictures. Looks like it's got us getting off here. Why? Getting off and getting back on. That doesn't make any sense. I'm a little confused why we would do that. Unless that's where the picture is. Why would it just have me getting off and getting back on? If that's the case, I'm just gonna skip it. We'll come up to, we'll be through St. Louis again at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, is that where the picture is? And then we gotta get back on, and yeah, I'm not doing that. Although it is right up there, so I probably could have. Oh well, maybe next time. I did end up there. There's the arch there. See if it redirects me. If it, yeah, I think it still wants me to go back. I'm gonna have to hit the map, and it still wants me to go back. So I'm gonna have to hit the map here as soon as I can get a straight run here, so I don't crash. We'll get rid of that waypoint just like this. Bye bye. There we go. All right. Dropped about 100 miles off our trip. There's fuel. Might not be a bad idea. Probably should have looked in my mirrors to see if there was anyone over there. We'll get off at Cary Ave and fill our tanks and get back on. Pretty close to downtown St. Louis. I can't imagine the quality of this truck stop would be very good. It's probably on one of those lists of truck stops to avoid. Companies like to put out lists like, we've had a lot of theft of freight, so don't go here. What the fuck is going on with my mirror? I guess I can go here. Wow, my mirror's going nuts. That's kind of annoying. A little bit of a glitch. Trucks go forward. How far forward? There's a damn truck entrance. It's a pretty big truck stop. Oh, I wonder if they have the Iowa 80. We're talking about truck stops. I wonder if they have the Iowa 80. They have to have that. I can't imagine American Truck Simulator game and not, whoops, curbed them, not having the Iowa 80, the absolute biggest trucks, probably one of the biggest truck stops in the country. Set the brakes, kill the engine. All right, it's $3.26 a gallon. We got 10 grand to spend. Oh yeah. Not even worrying about it. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Worried about running out of money with $10,000. That cost us $527 for 161 gallons of quality diesel fuel. How to get out of here? I'm pretty sure I got to go back around the way I came. God, I hope that goes away. That wasn't bad. 2:41 in the afternoon says we're going to get there at 6:42 at night. Gotta get out of this truck stop first. Another thing, I'm not using Track IR or anything like that. Haven't picked that up yet. I fully intend to do it because I've got plans for Flight Simulator as well, and the game using the hat switch to move around, just you can't like lean in and get a closer look at your gauges and stuff. And when I first started the channel, I was kind of pimping for people to support on Patreon. I did have a Patreon. I say did because... Are you going to stop? I mean, I know I cut you off and all, but... Oh, thank you. He gets it. Oh, look at the garbage on the ground. Oh, shit. Don't hit the pole. Nope, don't hit these cars either. Alright. Bet you wish you'd not let me out. But anyway, Patreon sat untouched forever, and I think they probably deleted it. I know I got an email about them about using it, or they're going to delete it. And I was just like, whatever. Do what you got to do, Patreon. I don't think that's our ramp. Nope. I'd like to try and do this without getting any tickets too, but actually I don't do too bad with the ticket side of things. sleep violations and crashing into shit. That's my main thing. All right, back on the road. No merge lane whatsoever. Nice. Oh boy. Wow, that was a near miss. That's got to be the Mighty Mo. It's kind of cool. Oops. St. Louis. Does it have me going off? I think it does. Yeah. 61 north, headed towards Hannibal. Right lane exit only. Tell if we're alright. Yeah, we're alright. He'll stop. Slid right in there. True professional. Denny's. They just closed the Denny's and the closest Denny's to me. Up and closed them. I did work there at some point in my life. They got good food, but it tends to go right through you. It's got that particular Denny's taste to it. Same with Perkins. I don't see a lot of Perkins around up here in the Northeast anymore. I know there's a bunch down in Pennsylvania, but there's none anywhere near me. Perkins used to be the place to go and meet up because they were always open. A lot of underage drinking in Perkins coffee in my past. Pretty excited to see Iowa here. Let's hope I can make it on the amount of energy my guy has down there. Farmlands. Nice. Hopefully we don't have any dumb detours. Deal with that shit right now. Did start recording this a little late in my day, but I wanted to get it started, get it out there for you guys. Stopped right there for fuel. If I don't get rear-ended here. I still got the Cruising Missouri things up, the billboards. Maybe we can find some secret passageways. That looks like it might be one. Maybe not. Actually, I kind of think it is. We should go check it out. I can't tell if there's the road blockers in there. I think I'd see it if I could probably just cut through this parking lot. The secret passages usually aren't very long. That's something I haven't really focused at all on, is finding secret passages. I just kind of stumble across them. Like, I think this might be one, because it doesn't have the... There's those over there, but I don't see any up here. Oops. So that may be a secret passage. I'm debating with myself whether I should pull the trigger or not and just go check it out. I bet it pops up a little bit north by that gas station. Not seeing any. Let's do it. Fuck it. New passage. Yeah, I did it. I was bold. I was brave. We get to cruise through some neighborhoods that are probably way too small for this truck. We get to see some stuff that, if that light had been green, I would have just bombed right past it. I can even go that way. I wonder where that goes. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to have a choice. Uh-oh. Well, shit. And this may turn out to be a little longer episode than what I thought it was going to be. Well, we can do a little bit of exploring, I guess. About all these side roads. Can I go down any of them? Nope. Way to go. Not that way. Guess we're going this way. Wait, what's that say? Mark Twain boyhood. Oh, no shit. Alright, hang on. Okay, we are back. And you may notice a little bit of a difference here in the time of day and also my fatigue level. After I took that picture there, I kind of forgot to hit the record button. And when I checked to see how long the video has been running for, I discovered I wasn't recording. I got kind of pissed off, closed the game out, and went back to try and reload the game to get a different load, and I'm still on this one, which is cool. It's cool. It's now 8 o'clock in the morning. My worries about getting to our destination in the middle of the night are gone. Do I have to go this way? I think I do. we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. I think I have to go this way. Oh, yeah. Yep. But anyway, when I loaded back into the game, I was on the same load that we were on, and my fatigue meter had been reset, and it's now morning. So, okay. Thank you, Mark Twain, for, well, pissing me off for one, and then teaching me a hack to get out of sleeping. If I wanted to do that. But like I said, I'm trying to keep this a little bit realistic here. If you're not familiar with ATS and the fatigue, if you're a real driver, there is no such thing as a DOT clock, but you do have a fatigue meter. That's the bed right next to the envelope down there on the GPS. And what that does is, if you get to a certain point, your guy starts yawning, go a little bit past that, and you get a fine, a avoiding rest penalty. A little further past that, the edges of the screen start to go dark, and if you go even further past that, which I have done, your guy falls asleep. And when he does, you have no control. So if you're on a curve like this, when your guy falls asleep, you are driving off into the field. But we are not tired now. My little freak out kind of saved us a little bit of time here, because I do want to check out some of these videos. Someone's beeping at me. Oh, they can kiss it. Ooh, look at that, we're in Iowa. Welcome to Iowa. Sweet. Well, I should have taken a screenshot there for the thumbnail, but whatever. But that's what I was talking about, my my picture-taking obsession in this game. You just saw it firsthand. But we aren't going to have to sleep today, so good for us. Unfortunately, I did lose the credit for that secret road that I went down that Mark Twain's house was on. You didn't miss much after that. It was just kind of a lot further around the block than what I had thought it was going to be. But we did end up right back where I thought we were going to end up, which is by that gas station. So there's that. Right now we have 150 miles left to go, so this shouldn't take long after all, as long as I thought it was gonna. Discovered Burlington. Good for me, Burlington. I think we're coming up on our first camera to check out. It's not on the wrong side of the road, which it might be. We'll get to it. We'll get to it eventually. See, my screen's still flickering. Not sure why that is. It's a little annoying, but we'll deal with it. Glad I didn't lose the load through my own lack of patience. Lost all our fuel too. Oh well. Yeah, some of these lights can be obnoxiously long in this game. Oh, oh. There we go. never seen that in this game before. I know they had an update, but I've never seen that in this game before. That's the second Google Earth car, or whatever it is. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of probably a good thing that I don't have to rest, because these trucks, I don't think they back up very good. Like, you got about half a dozen extra pivot points you got to worry about. See, I'll be the guy giving the camera the finger. That is kind of cool. Should have taken a picture while we were sitting here at the light. Have to do it on the next light if I can. I'm sure I'll get stopped at the light. Yep. Oh, where are you going, you dick? Gonna get blocked out by the Domino's truck. As much as I like Domino's, he ruined my picture. $146 miles left to go. Curious if around, see, that's new. Never seen that before. Oh, there's a lot of new stuff here. Anyway, I wonder if around Halloween time you see Spirit Halloweens everywhere. I don't remember. I think I was playing this around the Halloween time last year. This. Give you a lot of warning. Looks like it's New Jersey. Oh, alright. One lane. I think I might have passed that unfortunate. It's more to do later on. Oh, hey. Where we are. Please don't pull out in front of me. Thank you. Pretty sure I went right past that camera. Yeah, I would have come upon it by now. Buckeye State. Swerving all over the road. What's down there? See if we can see. I'm not gonna detour out to check it out though. If we happen to see it on the way past, sweet. There he is again. Davenport. Very cool. Nice. Oh, there it is up there. I don't think I'm going to get to it, but... I don't think that was worth the picture, but I took a picture of it nonetheless. Yeah, it's on the other side of the road. I'll have to swing by. I'm gonna have to come here to make a delivery anyway, so I guess you could say we're just kind of getting a feel for what's out here. This is cool. Maybe I could if I drove down the wrong side of the road. Mars. Okay. Looks like we gotta be over here. Turn that signal on just because I'm Mr. Safety. Next left, 74 and 61. Great day now. Thank you. Curb the trucks a little bit. Not too bad though. Chicago. That's going to be interesting to see how they do a city that size. Well, I mean, they did St. Louis, Los Angeles, Seattle. What's going to be really interesting is when they get into, like, New Jersey and New York. Spent a lot of time stuck on the highways in those two areas. 3 hours one time sitting in the middle of the George Washington Bridge. It was okay at first, and it was like, alright, scene hasn't changed, buildings are still the same, let's go. Completely forgot that my fuel died. My fuel reset. We should be alright to get to our delivery though. And we'll fuel up before we make our next run. We can stop right there, but kind of want to just get there. Something I wouldn't mind seeing in this game is accidents in progress that have nothing to do with me. I've seen plenty of them, caused plenty of them, but see like a car run a red light and get T-boned, that would be kind of cool. As long as it doesn't have anything to do with me. That, the skid marks. I wonder what happened. Dubuque, Hawkeye State, 3 out of 8 already on our first run. Slow down. In fact, I think this is a good place to take. There we go. Lots of places to take pictures. I'm not going to torture you with it, though. Maybe. I might. Never know. It is me, after all. Bull Durham. Wow, nice. Alright. Well, we're here. And we're back. Holiday Inn Express. Some cool-looking buildings over there. There's a place we can sleep. And fuel. Sweet. Looks like it's a full-blown truck stop down there. Maybe not. A Dunkin' distribution center, maybe. Pick up a lot of flour for Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, shit. I'm looking around. Well, it's a truck stop. All right. Well, that works. Miles away. It's not too bad, I guess. We will make it on time in one piece. That's what matters. I hate when people do that shit. It's like he didn't want me to turn or something. Pretty short looking 8 miles. Now it's 4 miles. I turned the corner and I lost 4 miles. Okay. Alright. Can't complain. Now, considering these trucks are probably not going to be very good backing up, I may just opt for the easy one if they even give me a... Wow. Oh, right here. Okay. Once again, busy looking around. Alright, let's see what they have to offer. Okay, first delivery. Yep. 270, wow. I don't think so. We'll do that. Proceed to unloading area, which is straight ahead. Yep. On the first shot because I'm not going to be able to back them up straight. I think you saw that in one of the other episodes. If you watched it, I had trucks. Good enough. No, I don't want to skip the trailer parking. At least want to get some credit for this. No, they're not going to give it. Am I lined up or not? I can't tell. Oh, it's still green. This might be a problem. I'm gonna have to back straight up. Alright, well, this could be a disaster, but just go slow. I don't even know how to correct that. See that last truck? What the fuck? Alright, well, whatever. There we go. I don't even know how to correct that. 660 miles driven, leave no branch behind, 1 of 3. I don't know what that is. Base reward, proficiency bonus, long distance delivery. I've never seen so many things on here. Alright, and we are almost up to a level 23 too. So, there we go. Alright. Ooh, we get a point. Fragile, just in time, fuel economy, and hazmat. Go high value. Alright, and then we gotta check our email. I can figure out how to do it. There we go. New special transports. More companies like to hire your professional skills. These are all the special transports I can get. I think there's one in Iowa. The new ones are now at Iowa, Burlington, Dubuque, and Sioux City. So I could get something special right out of Dubuque. But we are going to do that one in the next episode. But let's get an idea here. External contracts here out of Dubuque. Forager harvester. Is there a symbol for special? Standard. Standard. School bus. It's got to stay in Iowa though. Council Bluffs. That would count. Excuse me. That's not going to be there when I come back. I'm just kind of going through and getting an idea here what we may find in Dubuque. Is there a filter for like special? Nope. Alright, anyway. Where do we have to go? So we're down here. Our little scenic spot is up here. Pass by those. There's a truck stop right here we can stay at before we pick our next load. So I'm going to end it right here. We are going to check that out. And we will pick this up again in the next episode. If you guys liked it and want to help the channel out, like I said, hit the like button. Thoughts and tips are always welcome. Leave those in the comment section below if you're new and want to follow along. Guaranteed to hit something eventually. Hit the subscribe, and we will see you for load number 2 of Cruising Iowa. Guys, I'm Jay Sims. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.